Okay, so for this problem, a statistic class collected data regarding the number of boys and the number of girls in each class at their school during homeroom. Some of the results are shown below. So we have quite a bit of classes that this statistics class has gotten. So I'm going to start with the first one. I'm going to write in blue this time. And the number of boys, number of girls, and this is written as the number of girls as a percent of the number of boys. So in this case, because we don't have a percent, we're going to think about Q, P, W. The quantity is equal to the percent times a whole. So we're trying to figure out the number of girls as a percent, a number as a percent of the number of boys. So the boys will be the whole and the girls will be the quantity. So if you have 5, P, and then the boys in this case was 10, you solve for P and you divide by 10 on both sides. 5 divided by 10 is 1/2. And so we need to change this number into a percent. And I know 1/2 is the same as 50%. So 50%. And write my percent sign. Second one I'm going to write is green. So now we know that the number of girls is equal to 25% of a number of boys. And now we have to solve for B for boys. Now I'm going to remember that I have to change my 25% into 0 and 25 hundredths times B. This percent means I have to move my decimal here. So now I need to solve for B by dividing by 0 and 25 hundredths. 1 divided by 25 hundredths. This is 1 whole divided by 25 hundredths. That's like 1 whole dollar divided by 25 cents. How many quarters would you have in that case? You have 4. So there are 4 boys. So I'm going to write 4 boys here. And in this case, I have 18 boys, 12 girls. I'm trying to figure out the percent here. Just like the first one, I'm given the amount of girls, which is 12, and I'm given the amount of boys, which is 18. My percent, what is my percent? So I'm going to divide by this number 18, P. 12 eighteenths is the same as 2/3 because I divide by 6 for the numerator and denominator. It's 2/3. That's not yet my percent, so I'm sorry, 2/3 is equal to, should be 66.6 repeating percent, which is the same as 66 and 2/3 percent. And then let's look one for the boys, or no, we need the girls. All right, so we haven't done it. I want to use a rainbow for girls. All right, so if we know the number of boys, which is 4, that's for B. The percent is 50%. 50% is equal to the girls. Here is the girls. So let's find 50% of 4. Now in your head you should know, I know what a half of 4 is. A half of 4 is equal to 2. So I know that I have 2 girls. Alright, so make sure you understand which parts of the equation you are trying to figure out, and then solve for that part of the equation. Okay? Hope this helps.